everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about what we're using for our STEM projects in school this year. Now you probably know that STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And then STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Today we're just going to talk about the engineering building side of STEM. I want to show you what I'm using. These are mostly for my 3rd and 2nd grader. My kindergartner is welcome to do if she'd like, but I don't know that she's going to be able to do these things. So the first one we have is a laser maze. It's a logic maze. So the way this works is each card has a design you have to put on, and then you turn the laser on to see if it can get to the end. And each card gets harder. One-player games like this are really handy to have around when you homeschool multiple children, because it seems like if you're working with one, oftentimes the other ones are either causing trouble or they can be a little disruptive sometimes. So it's nice to have something educational you can direct their attention to. Oh, I got this one. It's called Equilibrium. It's a balancing logic game. It has this little book, and each page has a different configuration of the blocks, and you have to stack them so they don't fall, and each page gets harder. So I think this will be really fun. And it's a one-player activity. I got a 3rd grader, 2nd grader, kindergartner, and 1-year-old baby. So I can't always do group stuff. Oh, let me show you this. I'm not sure what these are called. I'll link it below though. So it's this little logic game, and you have these little trucks, and each one has a different shape to them. There's 3 of them. And then you have these little blocks that go in them, and you have to configure them in different ways to fit them in with the puzzle. And it's like the laser maze game I just showed you, where each card gets a little bit harder, and like the Equilibrium game too. The first one is a starter, and then it has the solution in the back. But then by the end you have 2 at a time. And these are actually a lot trickier than you'd think they would be. So that's really fun. It kind of makes me anxious when the kids use it, because I'm always like, oh, don't lose the blocks, because then I can't use it. But I'm trying to get over that this year, using it more this time. The next thing we have is this Solar Mechanics kit by Thames and Cosmos. I really like this brand. They do a really good job with their quality. This one we borrowed from our school library. We're in a distance learning program, and it was missing some pieces. I'll show you some of the projects this one could do. They could still make some things with it. So let's see. So we did gear test, different ways gears work, build a test car, and these really worked in the sun. My kids had a great time on the sidewalk. They really are solar powered, which is really fun. And then it has instructions like this. It shows you the pieces you need and then how they go together. These are really well done. And here's one that my oldest son built. He is the main builder in our house. He loves to build things. He's so good at it. So I try and have things for him to build all the time. This is Mechanical Engineering Robotic Arms, also by Thames and Cosmos. And this one has pictures of what you can build on the back. Hopefully you can see that. There's a catapult and crossbow one. So these are 8+. I think that's probably accurate. My 7-year-old would have a hard time with this, but he is, of course, welcome to try. I would love it if he tried. I'll show you a model that they made. Hold on a sec. My oldest made a catapult out of that kit. It really works. It's a styrofoam ball to shoot at people. They had a great time with that. We also got a Connects bridge building set. Just showing you some of the things you can build with it. The kit's kind of big. This kit goes perfectly with the architecture books we got on bridges. I'll show you that in a minute. I got this last year, but we haven't done a whole lot with it. This is a Lego Education Spike Essential. They have a bunch of kits like this, and they teach computer programming with the Legos. So you make it, and they have these things that plugs into the computer, and you can move the stuff around on the computer screen, and then the Lego things will move. It's pretty cool. We also got this huge kit. It's a Snap Circuits Extreme. It has over 750 projects, so that will take some time. All right, and then for architecture, which is definitely under STEM, I got this architecture curriculum for free online, and I will link it below. It's from the Michigan Architectural Foundation, and it's for K through 5th. So the kindergarten lessons are pretty easy. I think there's about 10 lessons or so in each one. Yeah, about 10. And there are different things for each lesson, so it'll be interesting to do. And hopefully learn a lot about architecture. I didn't get it color printed, because at that time, it just seemed really expensive. So it's all black and white, but it is in color on the computer. So I have pictures of different things that illustrate the concepts, different activities. And I'll do a flip through video of this by itself. If you wanted to get it printed and bound, I use the Homeschool printing company. They have really good prices. It's a lot cheaper than Staples. But now I have an Epson Eco Tank I just got, which is even cheaper. So I got this printed last year though. We just didn't have time to use it. So if you have an eco tank, that is also an option. We got a book on building bridges, and it has information about it, and they have different activities. And again, I'll do another flip through of these books as well. This one is Draw 50 Buildings and Other Structures. And they get pretty complicated at the end, so I don't know how well we'll do with that, but I thought we'd give it a try. All sorts of cool things in there. This is The Art of Construction. It's projects and principles for beginning engineers and architects. It's a winner of the New York Academy of Sciences Children's Science Book Award and the Boston Globe Horn Book Award for nonfiction. I like this book a lot. I got it from the library before, and if I remember correctly, each chapter has a concept and they tell you all about it, and then you build something to demonstrate it and really learn the concept. So I'm really excited for this book. I think we'll learn a lot out of that. I got this one, Bridges and Tunnels. I actually wasn't intending to concentrate on bridges this year, but those are just the books available initially, so we'll do bridges, which will be fine. And again, learn different things, and they have experiments to do. And this is by the same company, Canals and Dams, and that one and this one both have 25 different projects. That's what we're doing for the engineering part of STEM. And then we're also adding typing as well. I'm not sure what program we'll use yet. There's so many out there, and there's so many free ones too. It will definitely be one with games that teaches you the skills, so I can tell you that much. All right, let me know your favorite STEM things to do with third graders and second graders and kindergartners. And please like and subscribe. Thanks. See you next time.